Hey, what is up, everybody? I just want to introduce you to my bike here. I call her Old Trusty. So it's a silverback. I don't know if, like, we're from South Africa. I don't know if silverback is all over the world. I know it's a German brand. So I've got the Strut, the Lux. Uh, it's quite a bit modified. I've changed a bunch of things on it, like the forks. I swapped out the Judy, which is 100mm travel. And I'm a big guy, so 100mm is not gonna cut it for me. Swapped out for the Reba 120mm. Bought it second hand off Bike Up from a guy that was really nice. Got a good deal on the fork, so the only thing I had to swap out the wheel. I need to get a new wheel because this one doesn't have a quick release like the Judy. This is a through axle, but in my opinion it's much better actually. It's more stiff, it's more sturdy. So these bikes come with a 10-speed 1x10 Shimano Dior drivetrain. This derailleur has got a clutch, which is very nice. I don't have my chain bouncing around all the way. I'm running these Skenda Pinner Pro tires. It's a 2.4 diameter of the width, and I'm just loving them. These things are decent. For the price point what you buy these things for, these things are excellent. So let's come over here. I don't know about you guys, but I like a good bargain, and I buy a bunch of stuff off Temu. So this bike has got some Temu things, and in this video I'm gonna review some of the stuff that I bought. I've got them for a while now, so it's one thing reviewing a product that's brand new and reviewing a product that's been used quite a bit. We do quite a bit of riding actually, and like I said, I'm a heavy guy, so I can test these things to their limit if I have to. I've got some cosmetic bits here, like obviously the Temu things, bar ends. Everybody loves these brake lever grips. I've got some, I don't know what you call them, handle lever thingies. I've got a short stem from the same brand as the hub, Hussons or something like that. You can see there. I quite love the engineering on it. The machining work was quite decent on it, and I don't have any issues with it. I've been riding with this stem, yes, like it's been a while, and I don't have any issues with it. I swapped out my my headset for the token headset. It was a bit expensive, but they're quite decent. I installed a dropper post, because this model of bike doesn't come with a dropper post. So the brand I've got here is Surface. Apparently this is Silverback's brand, their own sub brand or something like that. But yeah, it's decent. It's 170mm travel dropper post, and it does whatever I need it to do. So I've got some also Temu pedals, flat pedals, and these things has been taking a beating, and I've actually been abusing them, and they're holding up. One thing I've noticed on one of the screws, this end cap here fell out on the other one. Not a big deal, it's basically a dust cover. So I've got a spare one of them, so I'll just replace it later on. But yeah, one thing I very much love about this, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, this hub, it's a Hussons Pro 7 or something like that. It's basically a direct copy of a Hope hub. It's got the 6-pole hub inside, or the free hub body, and I was skeptical at first. So I thought, yes, these things for the price, I thought, oh well, let me try it out, and I'm very impressed. This is really a decent hub. I love it. Never had issues with it, and I've done quite a bit of cycling on it. Trails, flow lines, just normal cycling, commuting, whatever. The only thing that I like doing is, after every second hard ride, I disassemble the hub and I just clean everything, grease up the whole thing. But the bearings in it is phenomenal. Later on I will actually do a in-depth review on that hub. But yeah, that's all trusty. So just wanted to introduce her to the channel so everybody can know what I'm riding. I'll be removing these handles later on. It had its purpose, but you know, I was basically just testing them out. So yeah, they're gonna come off later on. For those of you who wanna know what this is just a bracket for my kid. I've got like a piggyback seat where I put him in the back for if we go on short trips and so on. You know, he loves it. You know, it's nice having some hobby that I can share with my family, especially with my kid. So yeah, that is it. So later in the video I'm gonna review some of the products in depth. So yeah, that's it for now. Right guys, let's get to the review part of this video. Earlier I said I'm gonna do an in-depth review of the hub that I've got. This is a Temu hub. It's one of these cheap hubs that I got off Temu. It's a Pro 7 hub. I opted for the purple. I think it looks good and I got it on a bargain, so yeah, for me it was a bit of a hit and a miss. So either I get a good one or it's cheap enough so I can just chuck it in the trash. But yeah, I'm honest with you, I'm impressed. You know, for such a Chinese copy of the Hope hubs, this thing is proper. You know, if you're on a budget and you know you want to build something that sounds good and that actually it operates good. I mean, the engagement on this hub is almost instant. It's really decent. The bearings in it is awesome. I mean, the guy I took the wheel in for just the balancing or the alignment on it. And you know, at first he laughed at me for installing a Temu hub in my wheel. You know, he looked at my size and see I'm a big guy, so he looked at me funny and saying, "Hey, but you're gonna break this thing." And then once on further inspection, he saw this thing's bearings and he actually asked me, "Where the hell do you get this quality bearings in such a cheap hub?" So yeah. Even the guy at the bike store was impressed with the quality of bearings in here. And I mean, this thing, I've been beating on it and this bearings is butter smooth. So I'm not sure exactly what type of it's a ceramic bearing or what, but you know, the Chinese, they're really getting clever with these things, copying everything directly. What I love about this wheel is how easily it is to open and how, you know, to actually service the free hub. You know, let me just remove the cure here. So it sometimes takes a little bit of effort to remove the free hub. And it just basically pulls out. Sometimes it takes a bit of effort. But in any case, so basically what you do is just this cap just pops off. Maybe drop my things. Simple QR. So from what I know, these caps are interchangeable, either quick release or through axle or what have you. So I'm not sure about the boost spacing on them. Oh yeah, so like I opted for the quick release that's compatible with my bike. So basically this cassette just pulls out as simple as like. So I haven't done this, you know, beforehand, so this is basically what it looks like after quite a bit of abuse. Yes, I'm seeing my lighting is not that great. So yeah, it's basically, you know, it's got a small spring there, and yeah, that's what it is. That's what your hub looks on the inside. But like I said, these internal bearings, they are, yeah, just part on these motorbikes. Even after all the abuse that I've put through those bearings, they are smooth as butter, and I really love that for what it is. Yeah, like I said, Temu for the win this time, you know. And since I bought this up, installed it, and I really liked the quality of it. Obviously I went and scrolled Temu and I saw the stem, so I wanted to try out a short stem on my bike, and I took a chance and I bought the same brand name stem as what the hub is, and yeah, I was impressed. The engineering on them, I'm gonna give it to the Chinese people. They really know how to copy a product in a good manner, actually, in good quality. So yeah, if anybody was considering buying one of these Pro 7 hubs, I'd vouch for them. Yeah, I've got mine and I haven't killed it yet, so yeah, I think it's a good product, and I think I paid for mine like not even $400. I'm in South Africa, so speaking about bucks, we have the rand here, so about 400 rand. Excluding your shipping duties and stuff like that was like 90 rand, somewhere there. All in all, that's a good deal in my opinion. So yeah, if you're wondering, good idea, bad idea, I think they come in various colors, black, silver, blue, red, purple. I opted for a purple one. I just think it looks cool. So yeah, these things are cool, really. It's, for a cheap hub, well worth it. So would I recommend it to anybody? Yeah, it's for your own discretion. If you want to take a chance, take a chance. With these Chinese products, it's either you get a good one or you get a crappy one. Maybe I just got lucky here, but I don't have any issues whatsoever with slippage or my free hub jumping or whatever funny business, none whatsoever. So yeah, that's it from my side on the Temu goodies. Surely I'll be buying more Temu stuff, to review. I like cosmetic things, things to personalize my bike a bit. But yeah, structural wise or drivetrain wise, this was really a good thing for me. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. I'll surely be making more content in this regard, and similar things to this. I've got a friend also that likes nice things and Temu things, obviously. So later in time we'll be having a review on his bike as well. He's got a Titan. So yeah, like I said, I'm all for a bargain, and I'm all for doing things on a budget. Now, not everybody has a bunch of money lying around just to go and buy something like a Santa Cruz or a Specialized, but those fancy brands. We have to make do with what we can, and that's something that some bike shops, not everybody accommodates for that, because not everybody has a budget to just throw money around. So if you're like me, trying things for yourself, I like to build things myself. I laced this wheel myself, and I found out in a hard way there's more than one lacing pattern. So yeah, I built this wheel 3 times. But in any case, it was a nice learning curve for me. I like to do things myself, and I like to figure it out for myself. If I fail, I fail. At least I've learned out of it. So yeah, but I like doing things like this, and surely later in the future we're gonna do some more upgrades and accessories. And one of our friends, we want to get him into cycling as well, or mountain biking. Here in Pretoria where we stay, we've got a bunch of nice tracks here. Grootfontein is here, that's excellent. Volvespreid is here, it's a little bit more fancy than Grootfontein. But yeah, really quality tracks. I think a little bit further on, Big Red Barn is there, Cow House is there. So yeah, there's your sport for choice actually. But yeah, our go-to is Grootfontein. We love it there. It's really nice, and it's not too busy always. But anyway guys, that's it from me. We'll do more videos later in time, and I'll introduce my friend to you with his bike. So like I said, this is projects. This is not just buy it off the shelf. I wouldn't say anything on my bike is you can't just go and walk into a shop and buy it from the shelf like that. You know, it's got my personal touches and my own handwork in there, my own modifications. So, and yeah, it works. I really love this bike. Silverback is really decent. You get high-end ones, and you know, the one I've got is fairly, you know, low to mid-spec. But yeah, it does the job, and I love it.